We ate this cake that was filled with geodes. Karine, Christine, and Rose Jangosian run Faring from their home. We visited them in Los Angeles to try their geode cake to see if it tastes as good as it looks.
Hi. So nice to meet you. Hi, Karen. Come on in. Welcome to our home.
So we're both bakers, and we started this company about 2 years ago, but we've been baking and cooking for several years before that. So this really is just our dream that was born into a business, and we love to bake, and so this is what we do.
Shortly after meeting the family, I found out that we share an Armenian heritage, which is reflected in their cooking.
It's not just the Armenia. We have the Iranian, the Persian cooking background in us. We have the Lebanese, which is two wonderful worlds. Then we have my father-in-law's from Cyprus, which is very Greek and Turkish influenced. So practically from that region of the world.
Yeah.
And so our food reflects more on that. The geode is something very close to my heart, to all of our hearts. Before we went into food, I used to design fashion jewelry. And my children, I can say, practically grew up at jewelry shows where we would go to buy the stones, the gemstones, and beads and everything. We would see these geodes, size of me, as tall as I am. Just fascinating stuff. A little while back ago, we got a call where the client was interested in a geode cake, and that is something we've never done. But we said, wait a minute, there shouldn't be rocket science behind it. Let's give it a try. Let's do it. And we did it, and the result was beautiful. We loved it, and this is what I was able to create.
First, they make the bottom tier, which is a vanilla cake with dulce de leche buttercream. Then they coat the cake. And carve out a piece. The entire cake process takes about 3 to 4 days. They make the crystals with fondant and rock candy.
You're part of the family now, Carol.
I know. Well, this is what it's like to be in an Armenian family. You come in someone's home and they make you feel right at home.
And what best to bring people together besides our hearts? Food.
And now, the moment we've been waiting for, the geode cake.
Oh, I'm scared to touch it. This is, I'm gonna touch it. Wow, it's just like a rock. It's just like a geode. But it's edible, which makes it even better. I think they got the colors just right. They got like different variations of purple, and they got the gold in there and the glitter in there, and it is just stunning. If this crystal was shattered into 1 billion pieces, it would probably look exactly like this rock candy. Sometimes whenever you eat things that like look really nice, the taste just doesn't come through, but it isn't the case with this. This like looks and it tastes amazing. And I'm not the biggest cake person, so I would say this cake is probably my favorite. It's like very soft, nice and moist. It's not dry, which is my most hated thing in cakes. This is like, checks all the boxes.
The inside of the cake is filled with more candy.
It really takes me back to like those days that we would go to the gem fairs and we would see the big geodes, and you know, they're really stunning, they're beautiful. So it's really cool that we get to do that in an edible form.
The Gengosian family is hoping to take their business to the next level.
Our future hope is that we can open a brick and mortar. We just want to share more of what we know and more of what we can do. Obviously, working from home, there's limitations, you know, it's like certain things you can't do it. You know, we would love to have a bakery where we have food from our country, food that we grew up eating that we want to share with others. I would love to share like the breads that we grew up eating, like pita, lavash, and barbari, and things like that, that, you know, it's really close to our hearts. We're just excited to share more of what we can do and more of what we know.
We make it work as a family. We're all oriented in that direction, that we want to open the bakery, and this is one way to do it. We want to keep it in the family, do it with the family, because in Armenian we have a saying. It says one hand washes another hand, but with both hands you can wash your whole face. So the idea behind it is that together we can do so much more than just one person, and this is
makes the dream work, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me, for bringing me into your home. Oh, hello. And good food, good people. I'm just so happy.